Back in 2017, a small Indiana town was absolutely shattered by an unthinkable crime. And these chilling words, captured on a victim's phone, became the central clue in a mystery that lasted years. Two teenage friends went for a hike, and they never came home. Here's how it all happened. You can imagine, the whole community was terrified. Their beloved trails were suddenly a place of fear. But the town rallied together, raising almost double its goal to improve safety on the trail. Still, for over 5 long years, the case went completely cold. Just fear and so many unanswered questions. And the face of the suspect, this bridge guy, well, it seemed to change, which just added to the confusion. Then, in 2022, the case finally broke wide open. And it wasn't new evidence, it was a clerical error. Turns out, a tip about a local guy named Richard Allen had been lost in the system for years. And just like that, investigators had their prime suspect, with solid evidence linking him right to the scene. The arrest sent shockwaves through Delphi. The alleged killer had been hiding in plain sight the whole time. When the case went to trial, 2 very different stories about what happened that day came out. Prosecutors laid out a pretty straightforward case. Richard Allen acted alone, forcing the girls to their deaths. But the defense, they dropped a bombshell. They claimed this was a ritual sacrifice by a cult. They argued it was a white nationalist group practicing a form of Odinism who were responsible. They also said Allen's confessions couldn't be trusted, pointing to his severe mental decline while in prison. After a long, complicated trial, the jury finally reached a verdict, nearly 8 years in the making. That's how many years Richard Allen was sentenced to prison, 2 consecutive 65-year terms. And in the end, it all came down to a 7-letter typo that hid the killer's name for 5 years. So the case is closed, but it leaves this really haunting question about the long, tragic road to the truth.